Welcome back to razmafzaruk TV. I'm having Bazuband. This Bazuband is made of hardened steel plates, as you can see it here, and this, as you can see it here, they're connected with each other, and then it says riveted mail, so it's combat ready, and also a light helmet I have, but that's not the point. The point is a mushroom arch, as I have it here. I'm going to show you the miniatures to see how with a small shield and with your Bazuband he will make a arch or a mushroom to defend yourself. Let me just show it to you now so you can see it. So let us continue. I already talked about the way of holding Persian shields in a video on my own, and also talked about it with our valued members, razmafzaruk core member B. Dwyer from razmafzaruk Australia. But today I'm going to show you and have a revisit and to visit them again to see how you hold the shield with a Bazuband. Please, I'm going to note that I'm including only pictures here which show shields in conjunction with Bazuband. You see that here, Bazuband and the shield is being held. I'm not going to concentrate on the way shields were held, different straps. For example, here in the middle, but two, and then the side strap goes above the Bazuband. But we are going to talk about that. And you see that Persian miniatures show the Bazuband in conjunction with the shield, as I have always mentioned that. In few cases, you don't see Bazuband. Again, I repeat, in few cases, you don't see a Bazuband, but then the case is because either they have a haftan, a gambeson, with integrated mail into that, as is often the case, or sometimes they have just simply a thick haftan. You all know also, as far as cutting is concerned, even a thick haftan, multi-layered haftan, gives you some problems to cut, right? Of course, everything is possible. You can even cut on a haftan, right? But it makes it harder. But look, no, Bazuband gives you that protection. Please take a look at that. We have also a smaller shield, a medium shield, small, medium shield, and a gorse comes here. Please take a look at the trajectory of these shishban or hashban, these flanged mace. It's 6 flange or 8 flange. I cannot count it really here, but there are 2 varieties at least. You see that the mace head hits the surface of the shield, but look, the shaft has landed on his Bazuband. This picture shows, for example, one of the ways that you can protect yourself, that you cover, this side of your head, and at the same time, if someone comes and lands like a shaft, or even if the mace head lands here, then you're going to be protected. This picture clearly shows it. Here also you see a Bazuband, so the way he's holding it in conjunction with a Separ, which is clearly a medium-sized Separ. Here again you see a Bazuband is the main plate, which is gilded, and the smaller plate, which is not gilded. You can see the surface of the steel, and again in conjunction together. Here you see that, okay, he didn't succeed in defending himself. Again, bring it up. But this person didn't go through the Bazuband and through Separ. It went from that side, and Shamshir Bakit Satan cut on the shoulder part of this warrior. This is exactly what I meant with mushroom. You see that if you have a smaller shield, which looks like a dome shaped, and hold it, it looks like a mushroom. That's exactly what I've shown you in the film before. You see this mushroom concept again with the small shield? Looks a bit different. If you have it with the medium size, it looks different. Mushroom shape, you see that? This is the Bazuband. This is the surface of a small shield. This is the Bazuband, surface of a small shield. Again, this mushroom concept, you see that they work together. You can punch, you can defend together with the shield. That's what makes it important. Very flexible. I love small shields with Bazuband. You see here, there are two different ones again, put next to each other. Here, exactly, you can see what I mean with arch or a mushroom concept, as I call it, with the conjunction with the Bazuband and also a shield. Here again, you see that straps are here and this conjunction of a small shield and a Bazuband. Again, you see other miniatures showing that. Look how the different defenses. This is like a 90 degrees defense. This is, open. And you see, even if you go, it goes down. Look the way it is. The surface of the shield stop the Shamshir cut, and then here is again Bazuband. Again, you see how you stretch this and bring it up. Try to defend, and he defends it successfully, and he's holding his guard against the oncoming Shamshir cut from the opponent. But please take a look at that. Even if it slides, even if it does, there are rims. But if it goes and hits here from below or tries, this is the Bazuband. You see how the hat, Separ Barsar Keshidan, defending top of the hat with your Shamshir. This is the spike of his helmet, as you can see that. And then the spike of his shield, how he defends it. See that? Together with his Bazuband. Again, this is a larger shield, medium-sized shield. This is a medium-sized shield with a Bazuband. You see how it is being practiced. Again, a medium-sized shield with a Bazuband. Again, see that Bazuband, gilded Bazuband with a medium-sized shield. Again, gilded Bazuband with a medium-sized shield. Separ bar ketf keshidan, to bring the shoulder on top of your shoulder. You can find all these techniques in my book, Persian Archery and Swordsmanship. You see again here, Bazuband and shield. Again here, shield and Bazuband conjunction, medium-sized shield. Medium-sized shield conjunction with the Bazuband, as you can see it here. So I just wanted to show you these pictures so you can see that how miniatures show that. So again, back to that. The set was always two Bazuband. If it has only one, I've seen some with one or left. They were just later ones. They were not meant for, normally not meant for warfare, unless you had a really large shield to protect your left hand, or if you were left-handed, your right hand. So then you might not have used a Bazuband, but even then I would use a Bazuband. But then that shield will, actually you don't need it that much, unless it comes from inside, which is not very easy to enter that area. Let us continue with the video. As you could see there, this is in a small shield in combination with the Bazuband, Van Bress. And with this, you're going to have a defense line, and this defense line is very, very good, because then you're not going only to defend with the surface of your shield, but if something comes and then gets out of the way, and then here you're also supported by the, back of the hand is also by the riveted mail. So if it lands here, it's going to land on your Bazuband. As I have published in my book, Persian Archery and Swordsmanship, based on different Persian manuscripts and books, among them Romuz-e Hamze, Secrets of Hamze, that they actively use, but it's not only in Romuz-e Hamze, in many Alamara, they used actively the Bazuband to defend themselves. And the report is sometimes the Shamshir of the opponents, or the blades of the opponents, broke on the impact on Bazuband plate. So important are some tenets to take into consideration. First of all, you see in some later examples, there is only one Bazuband with a medium-sized or a small shield, and left hand is not there, other way around. These are mostly were not mostly used for fight, unless you had a large shield. So people just said, okay, this is enough for them to have a glove and use a large shield. But normally generally and always for small shield and medium-sized shield, they always use the Bazuband. And in my opinion, you can also, if you're strong enough, use a bow Bazuband for a large shield to defend yourself, right? So what are the advantages? Imagine if I come and make a middle guard. Please take a look at mine. If any attack comes here, it's going to land on my Bazuband. Right, if I make, all right, like high guard, the first version, the same thing. I have it here, and also my hands protect. High guard, second version, if I come here, they're going to hit the plate, right? So there are different ways that you're going. If you're cross guard over the neck, look at the way cross guard over the neck protects you, right? You see that? If I come cross guard under the armpit, look, this is a complementary defense. So your defense are your two Bazubands, right, and your shield. Now, important is some tenets to take into consideration. Some people who are not experienced in research or are not experienced fighters, they just do some reenactment, miss the point completely. The point of a Bazuband is not that you have it there and try to defend the way I just put it here. No, the point is that you're trying to defend with your shield, and if you see that there is no time for the shield to come, you can then use your Bazuband, not searching for an active duty Bazuband to go and encircle around the weapon of your opponent, because then the very nature of the forearm, you're not going to be as fast as the weapon of your opponent. What it means for you razmafzaruk practitioners, never reach out for the weapon of your opponent even though you have Bazuband, because he doesn't need to hit your Bazuband. He can encircle it, go to some unprotected or lesser protected areas of your body. You know that the way I'm now having it, I have a thick kaftan, gambesson, and then my arms, I have a helmet. This, and then legs are also left unprotected. This is what many people were, light armored people were protected. So, you know, this is the way at least they fought, right? Still, it gives you really good protection, because then these hands are active, you're faster, you try to protect yourself at all times. Then you can also have some integrated plates in your kaftan, or some integrated mails. You don't need to cover it everywhere, you know, in between the kaftan to protect yourself. Or just have a thick kaftan as I am having at the moment, right? So, important is what it means. Let me just explain something from karate. We all know that there is a traditional karate, and in traditional karate, for example, I go and block, right? Then I can come, for example, and do a reverse punch, or I block and I do a reverse punch, right? In boxing, you see, when I want to fight, I do very short moves trying to block, or in full contact arts like Kyokushin or whatever in Muay Thai. Very short, right? Short moves, and you try to block. That's what it means with blocks with Bazuband. Don't reach out and go and do these long movements. If you're in fighting, you know, for example, let me just show it to you. If you're like in this position, a short one is enough. A short one is enough. You're still here to come back, right? It can then defend himself. A short one is enough. If he comes here and hits the plate here, you want to go with the shield. Don't worry, try to go with the shield. If it cannot cover that surface or the weapon lands on your Bazuband, it will be automatically done. Again, don't make extreme movements and try to reach for the weapon of your opponent. That's very, very important. I will explain that later to you more in detail later.